Okay, let's go live. This is James Medic speaking. What is this? Well, this is my campus blueprint, everything you need to know, or the 10 steps that you'll take if you're wanting to and your goal is to grow an education business. Now, I've got a map that I'm going to go through here. We're going to cover the 10 steps. And then in 10 additional videos that I'm going to do, I'm going to go and at least introduce each of the 10 steps. Now, this is meant to be a blueprint or a map for you to follow as you're thinking about or as you're actually growing your education business. Selling courses online is just one tiny piece of this. And once you get into it, like I have been for the last 20 years online, you'll find that there's a lot of stuff that you either have to know about and also have other people involved when you're creating your education business. So what will you get out of? Well, first of all, this is for anyone who's an entrepreneur who wants to basically share what it is they already know and do, who wants to teach online and have some fun, maybe being in front of the camera, but maybe influencing and sharing all of their expertise and experiences with other people who share that particular interest. So we're going to go through the 10 pieces. I'll cover them quickly and then on to the next one where we'll talk about a little more detail on what's actually involved here. So if you haven't, oh, by the way, all of this will be available as a download for you on trainingsites.io. This is actually part of a free course that you can register for with some additional resources at trainingsites.io. But we're going to go through this here, and these are the 10 pieces. And again, we'll break them down individually. So Campus Blueprint. Number one is about doing your research first. You'll see up on the screen here, it has TAM, which stands for a topical authority map. This is coming up with all of the, or consolidating the different topic or topics that you're going to focus on, all of the questions that will come up from the people who are the ones that you want to teach or have fun with. And there's a whole bunch of steps with that one and having that mapped out before you start. It's not about creating courses, making sure that you have that topic that you can wrap your head around and wrap your business around. You've got to absolutely have that first. So these things, when we go through them, it's kind of a start, build, and grow. They work into 3 sections. The first one of the start is doing your research first and getting that done. Don't do these steps out of order. These are the ones they're actually going to go through. So the first one is research. Number 2 is outlining your campus goals. Now, I'm going to use the word campus sort of along with education business, and really the campus or your campus of your business is all of the things that are involved with teaching online. That may be a platform for your sites, the billing system, the way you make the courses, the people that you're helping, the place where you can interact with them, place where you can deliver your courses from. But that's making sure that you have your big picture goals for what it is that you want, and more importantly, what's important for you to be able to share with those potential students or the people that you want to share with. Number 3, clarify your business models. It's one thing to have a campus, but if it doesn't support the model of business and the type of work and effort you want to put into it and what you want it to look like, you've got to make sure this is documented, and we're going to go through some of the pieces about that as well. And just make sure that you're clear about them, not letting them just happen, but you've got to have something that you're looking at for your business model. And this has to do with things about revenue goals and the way that those revenues are generated and the way that you're actually delivering the content. So we're talking about starting here. After that, we're going to get into number 4, which is business tools. There is a whole bunch of requirements for not only creating your content, but more importantly, creating your business. You're going to have to do a little bit of an audit and see where you're at and what you need to actually fit the business model that you're talking about, the goals that you have, and the people that you want to serve. So number 4 is looking at all of those business tools and how that fits in. Number 5, you got to start building your campus out, or at least starting to build that out to support the kind of content you're creating, again, who it's creating for and how you're going to deliver it. So number 5 is taking a look at building out all of that stuff with the tools that you have available to you that fit the business model and the campus goals that you have that are for that particular group of people that you're trying to teach. Number 6, we're talking about creating your courses following my checklist. And this is the way for you to actually take that stuff that you researched in that topical authority map, individual pieces of it, and actually create online courses. I spent some time today going over the CARE model, which was all about capturing and curating of the content that you're already creating, asking or answering questions, being able to promise results, and then providing an experience. That's everything that's in number 6. Number 7 is learning tracks. And what that is, it's being able to take individual courses and put them into that big picture on your campus. Think of it as when you're graduating from school. You don't start in the last grade. You actually have to go through steps. This learning track, or taking that topical authority map and turning it into learning tracks and structuring your campus for that, that's what we talk about in number 7. 8, adding course content. This is about capturing content and, again, having blended learning where you're in a position as the teacher, not only having content, but introducing yourself and user-generated content and introducing the people that are learning with you to the other people and other students. 9 and 10 is about promotion. I've seen so many people that think that they're going to be able to create courses and they'll sell themselves. Selling online courses is not as easy as people will make it out to be. Building an education business or selling those courses and all the revenue streams that are available to you in the education business, this is number 9, how do you promote your education business. And then number 10 is how do you expand it? How do you make sure that you can provide that experience for people, but also make sure that the community or the tribe or whatever you want to call it is there and you can keep them engaged and retained. So these are the things that we're going to be covering. I'm going to go through all of the 10 steps individually, so you'll have some time where you'll be able to ask questions, that kind of thing. I will do a little bit of a sharing here. If you look closely, let me do this one here. If you look closely for each of these individual ones, you see there's a little number there. Hopefully you can see it where my mouse is moving. This particular one, we've got 29 points, 39 points. So this is my entire business is built basically on these mind maps, and we're going to go through them in as much detail as we can, just looking at the different pieces of each of the 10. So if this is something that interests you, make sure to go to trainingsites.io. I'll make this course free with some additional resources. This is just the introduction to my whole campus blueprint, and it's an easy map that you can follow if you want to be able to start, build, and grow an education business. So hope you enjoyed this. We'll be right back with some more videos. It's James Maduch, trainingsites.io.